Shubhakareshu sarvada. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesh 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 Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Jago, 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 kundalini ma, karo sab pe kripa.
Jago Kundalini Ma, karo sab pe kripa.
Sahasra mein aake,
Sahasra
Namaste tu Mahamaye Shri Vite Durapujite Shankha Chakra Gadahaste Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Namaste Garudarure Holhasura Bhayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Sarvagni Sarvavarde Sarvadushta Bhayankari Sarvadukha Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhakti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Bhutte Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute Adyantahite Devi Adishakti Maheshwari Yogare Yoga Sambhute Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Sula Sukshma Maharudre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Shri Nirmala Devi Namostute Padmasantite Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Parameshti Jagannmata Mahalakshmi Namostute Shvetambardhare Devi Manarankara Bhushite Jagatite Jagannmata Mahalakshmi Namostute Shri Nirmalam Stakam Stotram Yat Paribhati Manara Sarvasiddhi Mavapnoti Rajam Prapnoti Sarvada Eka सकलं परिनित्यं महापापविनाशनम् विकलं यत् परिनित्यम् धनधन्यसमन्विता त्रिकलं यत् परिनित्यम् महाशत्रुविनाशनम् श्री निर्मला देवी भवे नित्यम् प्रसन्ना वरदा शुभा नमस्ते तु महामाये श्रीपीठे सुरपूजिते शङ्खचक्र गदाहस्ते श्री निर्मला देवी नमोस्तुते। नमस्ते तु
Hello, everyone. Shri Mataji, a very, very hearty welcome to today's session to all of you. I hope you're all doing really well. What a journey it has been. It's hard to believe we started on 31st of July and currently we're sitting in November now. So it feels like we've known you all for a very, very long time. So it's so nice to be with all of you on every Sunday. Can't believe that the advanced series is supposed to be 21 sessions and we're on 17th session already. So we might plan 2 or 3 extra sessions at the end. But regardless, we are very, very happy to have you all here today and really looking forward to being on this journey with you. I was just thinking, what do I say to all of you today? Like generally when I'm sitting here as an MC, there's a few things that I always plan. But I was just thinking, what do I tell you all? There's nothing new left because it feels, I don't know about you guys, but it feels like I have known you all for a very long time. So it doesn't feel like we only started this year, just a few months ago. It's that beautiful relationship that we've harnessed. And what a joy to see that, there are Bandhan requests that come and all of you just like a family, just as I imagined that, we can all come together as a family. We've all actually come together as a family and we're putting a bandhan, giving bandhans to people's health, people's well-being, might be sitting on a different corner of the world and we're still giving bandhans, sending them so much love. And that is such a joy because that selfless act of giving is the true essence for me, for Sahaja Yoga, of Sahaja Yoga. It's a way of life where we all intentionally become good people. It's that inner transformation that happens. So let's not forget the simplicity of Sahaja Yoga. We are building on knowledge. Definitely, we're building on knowledge. We are giving you a bit more in every session. But today's message is just that do not complicate it. It is simple. It is very, very, very simple. Sahaj Yoga is all about being the best version of yourself. So again, I'm repeating, if the mantras resonate with you, take them. If affirmations resonate with you, take them. Whatever resonates with you, whatever brings that inner transformation in you, carry on with that. Please do not complicate anything. Nothing is complicated. And whenever you feel there's a doubt, whenever you feel there's a question, open your hands and ask that question. Ask that question and wait for the answer to come to you. And I am pretty sure you will get your answer the same day in some form or the other. Somebody will come and tell you. You will not even have to verbally ask that question and you will get your answer. And that has been the true beauty of Sahaja Yoga for me. Because I was just thinking about what did I do when I had just started Sahaja? I had heaps of questions. And we did not have a program like this at that time. So whatever questions I had, I would just ask them and I would get my answers in some form or the other. And it's all about that inner transformation that follows. That in today's world where people can be very mean, society can be outrageous, things can be happening which are not nice, what can we do? We can change. We can't change anybody else. We can't even, let alone, we can't even change our family. We can't even change the way our children are or our parents are. We cannot change anyone. We cannot change the way world is going, but we can change ourselves. And once we change ourselves, once we understand that power of love, that power of love will change the world. And that is what Shri Mataji has always said. So let us not forget what this power of love can do, what this bandhan can do. And that is the beauty, when you give something so selflessly to someone, where your spirit is in line, it works. So you can give a bandhan to any problem in the world, any obstacle, as long as you're giving it in a very selfless manner, and it will always work. So just a gentle reminder. So no matter how much knowledge we build on, do not forget it is the power of love, and it is that inner transformation that matters. So as always, just keep putting it in bandhan. If you have any doubts, any questions, put it in a bandhan, ask, and just let your spirit guide you to where you're supposed to go. On that note, we have 2 bandhan requests that we will put on at the end of the program, because it's always nice to put a bandhan after we've meditated and our kundalini has risen, our thoughts have calmed down, our mind is calmer. So we will definitely put bandhans at the end. We will always keep that format. We'll keep the bandhans at the end. But today is the 3rd session on the mantra series. So we're currently on the Nabhi today. The Nabhi is the center of satisfaction, as we already know. And we have lovely Auntie Jenny today, who's going to be leading us through the meditation. So without further ado, we welcome Auntie Jenny, and looking forward to being on this journey with you as always.
Thank you, Monica. It's so wonderful to be back with you again today. I don't think any of us imagined how big this series would become. We're all totally inspired by your dedication and your sincerity to your practice. And yes, it certainly does feel like we have become a family, which is beautiful, very beautiful. It's beautiful to see your growth, and I think we have grown through you. And it's wonderful to see your joy, because your joy becomes our joy. So we thank you very much. So as Monica said, today we are talking about the Nabhi Chakra, the 3rd chakra at the stomach region. So Vaibhav, if you could please put the slide on. Thank you, Vaibhav. So yes, the Nabhi Chakra, which is at the stomach area, and the deities of the Nabhi are Shri Lakshmi and Shri Vishnu. So as all chakras, the Nabhi Chakra is very important, but it is especially important to our spiritual ascent. Once we go above our material comforts, once they are met, then we begin to go beyond, and we start to place our attention on our spiritual ascent. And it also works in the opposite way. When we put our attention on our spiritual ascent, the divine looks after the material. We no longer have to worry about any of it. We just need to keep our attention on our spirit, and it all works out. Thank you. So the 2 deities of the Nabi, as we said, is Shri Vishnu and Shri Lakshmi. They each play their own role. Shri Vishnu establishes the Dharma within us. Dharma meaning right conduct, the correct way to live, the correct way to live for ourselves and society as a whole. And he also establishes the path of spiritual evolution. He guides us along our path, shows us what is right and wrong, and gives us the strength to continue along the right path. Now, Shri Lakshmi, she establishes the nurturing quality within us. She gives us peace, and she gives us generosity. So yes, the next slide, thanks Vaibhav. And here is Shri Lakshmi. Now you can see Shri Lakshmi is standing on a lotus, and that symbolizes a number of things. It symbolizes balance. For her to be able to stand on a lotus, she has to be balanced. And this means she has to be centered, just as we are need to be centered, so that we don't enter the illusions of the left and the illusions of the right. To stand on a lotus, she has to be very light. And this symbolizes that she doesn't put pressure on anyone, she doesn't demand anything from others, and she has no expectations from others. The symbol of a lotus also indicates hospitality. A lotus is a beautiful flower that takes any insect, any bug within its petals. And this is how we should be with our own homes. We open our homes to everyone and we treat everyone like royalty when they come to our homes. Now you can see she has 4 hands. The hands that are pointing downwards indicate generosity, forbearance, and the joy of giving. The hands that are pointing up show that our attention should be on the divine and not on the material. They also indicate protection, our role in protecting the people around us. You can also see she's holding 2 lotuses, and those lotuses symbolize tenderness and sweetness. She's usually depicted in a pink sari or a white sari, and this shows her love and her purity. So going over to Shri Vishnu now. Now, Shri Vishnu looks after our Dharma. Shri Vishnu has incarnated 10 times on the earth, and he came at times where humanity started to go off the path. They started to move away from their Dharma. So he came to earth to guide humanity back to the right path and assist them with their spiritual ascent. He also sheds light on all our mistakes. And when light is shed on our mistakes, it gives us the opportunity to change and to grow and to introspect and to go back towards our spirit rather than away from our spirit. So when our Nabi is strong, these qualities of Shri Vishnu and Shri Lakshmi are awakened within us. They become our qualities. So how do we strengthen these qualities? We can foot soak. Foot soaking is especially good for the Nabi because the Nabi is made of the water element and it clears very well into the foot soak. We can also ask for these qualities in meditation. The divine grants every pure desire that we have. The divine grants these in divine time. We can't predict when they're going to happen, but we only have to ask for these qualities. We only need to ask for peace or for generosity or for Dharma, and the divine hears us and grants these qualities within us. The other thing that is very important is introspection. We need to keep looking at ourselves. Are we generous enough? Are we dharmic? Are we peaceful? What can we do to move towards these qualities? And introspection is very important to our growth. We need to be able to see ourselves and continuously correct ourselves. To the next slide, please, Vaibhav. All right. And here are the mantras. So as with the other chakras, there are 3 main mantras. For the center, there is Shri Lakshmi Vishnu. For the left, it is Shri Gruha Lakshmi. And for the right is Shri Raja Lakshmi. So again, as with you've been introduced before, Om Twameva Sakshat, Shri, for example, Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And this means, Amen. O Divine Mother, Shri Mataji, verily you are Shri Lakshmi Vishnu. Salutations to you. So going on to the next slide. So the Nabi has different qualities depending if we are speaking about the left, the right, or the center. The left Nabi, as represented by Shri Gruha Lakshmi, signifies the good host, opening your house to family, friends, Sahaja Yogis, to everyone, and looking after them, nurturing them, giving them everything that they need. It also means a good wife, A wife is very much the power in a family, and everything, her actions, her own balance affects how the family will run, how balanced the family is. So the housewife has a very important role within a family. The left Nabi also signifies generosity. Everything we have it so we can share it. Because when we share, when we give to others, it gives us joy and it gives others joy. Our center Nabi. So our center Nabi, Shri Lakshmi and Shri Vishnu qualities are satisfaction, contentment, peace, honesty, and evolution. And this refers to our spiritual evolution. Every day we meditate, every day we put our attention on our spirit, we evolve. We may not be able to see it, but when we look back, we see the change within ourselves. And on the right, Shri Raja Lakshmi. This gives us our sense of dignity, our sense of majesty. When our Lakshmi Chakra is, our right Nabi is clear, we get the pure attention, and also our well-being is looked after. And the reason our well-being is looked after is so that we can place our attention on the spirit. If we are still struggling with our well-being, it's very difficult to put our attention on the spirit. So this is a blessing from the divine to help us put our attention on our spirit so that we can achieve the ultimate purpose of our life. And is there another slide? Now let's meditate. Yes, let's meditate. So we'll start by raising our Kundalini and putting on a bandha. And we do this with our full attention, knowing that we're inviting our Kundalini to rise, to take us into meditation. And then we'll put a bandhan on, and when we do this, we spread divine love around ourselves, divine protection. So again, we do it with full attention on where our hand is, because our attention is enlightened. We can start by dropping both hands down to the Mother Earth. We can place our attention on our Muladara Chakra. Our Muladara Chakra gives us a strong foundation to our growth. Without a strong foundation, we cannot grow strongly. We can start by placing our attention on the left Muladhara Chakra, and we can say one mantra to Shri Nirmal Ganesh. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Srimataji, please establish the purity of Sri Ganesha within us. Establish purity in our thoughts, our words, and our actions. We can now place our attention on the right Muladhara Chakra, and we can say one mantra to Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Srimataji, please destroy all the obstacles to our ascent. Destroy everything that takes us away from our spirit. We can now place our attention on the center of our Muladara Chakra, and we can Ganesha. Sakshat Shri Gauri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Srimataji, please establish auspiciousness within us, so that our thoughts, our words, and our actions are pleasing to the divine. We can now place our left hand on our lap, but keep our right hand down towards the Mother Earth. For our Nabi qualities to manifest, we need to be balanced. So we will clear the left and right channel. Shri Mataji, please clear our left channel. Take away all the darkness and the heaviness in our left channel and take it down into the Mother Earth. Please take our attention away from our past. Please bring our attention into this moment. Where there is nothing but joy and peace. We can now put our right hand in our lap and bend our left arm at the elbow. Shri Mataji, please take away all the heat in our right channel. All the heat that causes our impatience, our judgments, our criticisms, our excessive thoughts. All the heat that closes our heart. Shri Mataji, I surrender my future to you. I do nothing, and you do everything. We can place our left hand back down into our lap, and we'll put our right hand underneath our navel on our Swadhisthana chakra. Shri Mataji, please clean and clear our Swadhisthana chakra. Please give us a calm and steady attention. So that we can place our attention on the pure creativity and the pure knowledge we have within us. We can now take our hand on our stomach, on our Nabi. We'll start with the center Nabi. Shri Mataji, please establish the qualities of Shri Lakshmi and Shri Vishnu within us. Please give us peace and satisfaction. Give us strength to stay on the path of Dharma. May we make our choices on what is best for ourselves and best for all of humanity. We can say one mantra to Shri Lakshmi Vishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can move our hands slightly to the left Nabi. Shri Mataji, please establish the qualities of Shri Gruha Lakshmi within us. Make us generous and nurturing. May we always look after the needs of others with love. We can say one mantra to Shri Gruha Lakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gruha Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can now place our right hand on our right Nabi. Shri Mataji, please establish the qualities of Shri Raja Lakshmi within us. Please establish the royal dignity. May we extend protection to those around us. May we respect ourselves and respect everyone. We can say one mantra to Shri Raja Lakshmi. Om Twameva Sakshat Shri Raja Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We can now place our hand at the center of the chest. Srimataji, please give us a strong heart. Please give us a strong, loving heart. A heart where there are no insecurities and no fears. Please fill our heart with love, compassion, and fearlessness. We can place our hand at the base of the throat. Shri Mataji, please make us the pure witness. When I am able to witness what is happening around me, I remain strong and centered. Please keep me away from guilt in the left and anger in the right. Please make us the witness. We can place our hand across our forehead. Shri Mataji, please come into our mind. Take away all our thoughts. Establish silence in our mind so that we are fully connected to you and to our spirit. We can now place our right hand at the top of the head and put our full attention where our hand is. Shri Mataji, please take us beyond. Beyond all our worries, our responsibilities. Please connect us fully to your divine love, your divine peace, your divine protection. When you feel your attention is settled above your head, above your Sahasrara, you can put your hand back down into your lap. And we'll sit in the silence for a few moments. Just take a moment to check on your attention. If your attention has moved away from the silence, bring it back into this moment. Keeping our attention at our Sahasrara, we're now going to listen to Shri Mataji's words on the qualities of the Nabi and the qualities of Shri Lakshmi and Shri Vishnu. This is quite a strong talk. Shri Mataji speaks quite strongly, but she speaks like this out of her love for mankind.
Attachment to money, attachment to people, attachment to this is nothing but a hook which hooks you to baser levels. You have to rise above this. And then you really enjoy the beauty of richness. As I told you the other day, I see all beautiful things, it's nice, I don't possess them. See, now these carpets are spread here. If they were mine, I should worry, oh God, now. I hope they are not going to be spoiled. I hope nobody sits on them. I hope they are insured, so nobody runs away with them. But when they don't belong to me, I am enjoying them better. Other people's things is a better idea. This myth carries us to such an extent of stupidity that sometimes I feel whether these human beings are human beings or they are their possessions. Their spirit is lost, everything is lost, they are not bothered, but if their little possession is lost, they weep and wail and as if they are dead, their forefathers are dead 100 times. But people like me are just badshahs, emperors. They are not bothered. To them, comfort cannot capture them. They don't need any comfort. If you have comfort, it falls upon you. It makes you a slave too. If you seek comfort, you are in for enslavement. Take it from me. Any kind of comfort. It's only human beings who can become really so crazy. No animal can become. There's another type of a comfort is that a mental idea that everybody must appreciate and that you should be able to overpower others. This also comes, I think, from Nabhi Chakra. It's a kind of a feeling that you should be able to overpower many people, they should not look at you. These days in London, there are women who are suffering from a funny disease called anorexia where they just don't eat. Women just don't eat because they should be thin and skinny. For what? For what you should be thin and skinny? Because you look attractive. But for what? I don't think skinny people look attractive by any chance. Horrible. They create only pity in you. And you feel, repulsive about the whole stuff. Once a beauty queen came to see me, I thought she was a TB patient. And I said, well, you look all right, but it seems you are a TB patient. She said, no, mother, I've got a beauty prize. I said, huh? Who were the people? Doctors must have given you, because they want some patients there. This is the trouble. We go out of the way to trouble our Nabi, not to eat your food, fasting. If you want to fast this life, next life you will not have any food. Thank you very much. No food. Fasting, alright. You will have a permanent fasting. What do you say? You don't have to do any fasting. Why do you want to fast? And even if you want to fast, because you want to change the timing or maybe for your health's sake, is alright. But why in the name of God you want to malign him? You have got everything to eat and you don't want to eat. Those who have got food to eat, they don't want to eat. Next life they become poor. And then they blame the rich. But in last life you didn't want it to fast. So this life you are not given any food because you asked for it. And that is how also the Nabhi Chakra gets twisted when you fast like mad. There is no need to fast in the name of God. God has given you all the wealth, all the beauty, all the love. Actually, in Sahaja Yoga, if you fast in my name, I think it's horrible. Because if you want to trouble your mother or to make her uneasy or take a revenge on her, then you say, Mother, I am not going to eat my food. Then mother is finished. That's the best way to conquer her. To say, Mother, I am not going to eat my food. So this kind of mad fasting is also very bad for your Nabi. And when you do that, then you have a problem because you are invaded by your left-sided, what you call the, beyond the Ida Nadi, you have the collective subconscious. And you are invaded by them. And you are in for trouble. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And mostly those people who fast are very hot. The day their fasting day is there, never go near them. Because they are already planning what they are going to eat. And in the morning they plan and they don't get it. So they are very angry for that one. All these asahaja things are not going to happen. You have to be normal people. You don't have to put up into tension yourself for Sahaja Yoga, nothing. Be normal. Be nice people. Don't torture yourself. That is one point on the Nabi on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, don't get into indulgences. Don't pamper yourself. Both things are the same for Sahaja Yoga, whether you starve or you overeat. It's the same. There is no difference between the two. Because if you are not on the seat, whether you are on the left falling or the right, does it make any difference? So to be on the seat is to be in the blessings of Shri Lakshmi, and I have described to you how Shri Lakshmi is a lady. And in her left hand, she has got two lotuses, and the right one lotus, and right hand another lotus on top. It shows a person who is balancing. She's balancing on a lotus. Imagine, she's standing on a lotus. That means she's balancing. And she's balancing, she's standing there. And she is holding two lotuses in her hand, showing that she's like a lotus. A person who is a rich man, Lakshmi Pati, has to be like a lotus, warm, pink, warm. And even a horrible thing like मधुकर को क्या कहते हैं अंग्रेजी में? Wasp like thing. I don't know what you call in English. You don't have that black thing. We have a very big black wasp, you see, which is hard like nut and has angular, thorny legs. That black thing comes in, bhaura, and is good for nothing. But comes in for the residence, for the ashraya. The lotus keeps it on top of its corner, which is a very, very soft thing, with all love. And in the night it closes down so that the poor insect, who is just like a nut, should not get any trouble from the outside there. Like a mother who takes the child in the archer. That love should be there for a Lakshmi Pati. How many are Lakshmi Patis like that? Have you seen any? If they see somebody who is coming with money propositions, then they may open their doors. Otherwise, they have no love for anyone. Those who come to for their ashrayas, for their help, they are not there. On the other side are the people who are so repulsive. They are not like lotus. There is no fragrance. They are such miserly people that they stink of miserliness, while the lotus gives its fragrance to that mud, to that horrible thing, that even the little worms which crawl upon those lotus petals smell of those beautiful fragrance. This is what it has to be. It has to give. It has to be beautiful. It has to be cozy. It has to be welcoming. Then another hand is giving. The Lakshmi is always giving. She doesn't receive. She just gives. If you are really a Lakshmi Pati, you don't want to have anything from anyone. You don't receive. If you are really rich, who can enrich you more? What can you give to a person who is fully rich? There is no way of entering into it. Now it's all up to the brim. He is rich up to the brim. Then what will you give? You cannot give anything. But where you have to give means that she is a beggar. He is still a beggar. All these so-called rich people who still are hankering money are still beggars. They are not rich. They may think themselves empty vessels, but they are not rich because they are still expecting money. So, it is important that we should understand the money is not the way. Money takes us away from dharma. It takes us away from God. It takes us away from reality. It covers our eyes. We don't think that we have to follow a path of righteousness and of virtue. Because we think we are rich, God is going to be afraid of us. We can even purchase Him and can manage Him by giving some bribes. That's not so. You must face yourself. You have to face yourself. That it's not the money that's going to give you that elation, that higher life. But it is the love of God, the honesty of seeking. Honesty. That is the quality of this chakra, is the Satya. Vishnu is the Satya. He is the Narayana. Narayana means Satya. So there cannot be Satya Narayana, isn't it? Narayana is Satya, then how can there be Satya Narayana? But we have many Satya Narayana pujas. For all these Satya Narayanas, Sajogis are not supposed to go. They can only go to Narayana puja. Because Satya Narayana means that part which is added to it for camouflaging is meant for these horrible Brahmins who make you pay. For what? So Sajogis are not allowed to go to Satya Narayana puja. They can have Narayana. And what is Narayana ultimately becomes? In the Nabhi Chakra, Narayana existed since he was created by the Devi. And it looks after the seeking, the nourishing of the seeking like a father. And then it incarnates again and again and again to help our seeking to a higher position and a higher position, till it reaches a point where you start seeking God Almighty. Then you jump into the Shakti of Mahalakshmi. Then you are in the hands of Mahalakshmi Shakti. Means Lakshmi evolves into Mahalakshmi principle. Now this Mahalakshmi principle resides in the central path of Sushumna. And this central path of Sushumna is to be established fully or awakened when the Kundalini rises. When the Kundalini does not rise, this path is kept absolutely blank. It is absolutely blank. There is nothing in it except for the deities who are lying without any light. When the Kundalini rises, then only these deities get awakened. And when they get awakened, this Sushumna path, this central path of Mahalakshmi starts acting as the balancing power to begin with at the Nabhi Chakra.
Before opening our eyes, let's take a minute now to ask for the qualities of the Nabhi Chakra to be strengthened, remembering that every pure desire we have is granted by the Divine. So take a minute now to ask for one of the qualities of the Nabi to be strengthened. Peace, contentment, generosity, dignity. We can now raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in Bandhan. As Monica mentioned, we have 3 Bandhan requests. So the first one is for Joey McIntosh. Joey McIntosh. MACINTOSH. With our attention at Sahasrara, we will circle our left palm with our right hand. The next is for Sudarshan Paska, SUDHARSHAN, Paska, PASKA. And the last is for Ankita Ramani, ANKITA Ramani, RAMANI. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us today and being part of this session. If anyone would like to continue to meditate, there will be a little more music for you. Jai Shri Mataji.